I think that OpenAI is likely going to be the next multi-trillion-dollar hyperscale company.
Okay.
I think you and I.
Why do you call it a hyperscale company?
Hyperscale, like Meta's a hyperscale.
Yeah.
Google's a hyperscale.
Yeah.
They're going to have consumer and enterprise services, and they are very likely going to be the world's next multi-trillion-dollar hyperscale company.
Yes.
And I think you would agree with that.
I agree.
If that's the case, the opportunity to invest before they get there, this is some of the smartest investments we can possibly imagine. And you got to invest in things you know.
Right.
And it turns out we happen to know this space. Mm-hmm. And so the opportunity to invest in that, the return on that money is going to be fantastic. So we love the opportunity to invest. We don't have to invest.
Right.
And it's not required for us to invest, but they're giving us the opportunity to invest.
One of the things you said there that's really interesting to me is kind of, they're going to be high probability, multi-trillion-dollar company in your mind. You think it's a great investment. At the same time, they're self-building. You're helping them self-build their data centers. So heretofore, they've been outsourcing to Microsoft to build the data center. Now they want to build full stack factories themselves.
They want to basically have a relationship with us the way that Elon and X basically have a relationship with us the way that Elon and X has.
I think that's
Elon is a very big deal.
When you think about the advantage that Colossus had.
Yeah.
They're building full stack. That is a hyperscaler. Because if they don't use the capacity, they could sell it to somebody else.
That's right. Yeah.
In the same way, Stargate, they're building monstrous capacity. They think they'll need to use most of it, but it puts them in a position to sell it to somebody else as well. It sounds very much like AWS or GCP or Azure. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. I think they'll likely use it themselves. And just in the case of X, they'll likely use it themselves.
Right.
But they would like to have the same direct relationship with us, direct working relationship and direct purchasing relationship. Meta, just as what Zuck and Meta has with us, it's exactly a direct. Our relationship with between us and Sundar and Google, direct. Our partnership with Satya and Azure, direct. Isn't that right? And so they've gotten to a large enough scale that they believe it's time for them to start building these direct relationships. I'm delighted to support that. And Satya knows it, and Larry knows it, and everybody's aware of what's going on, and everybody's very supportive of it.